I sat in my quiet living room, the soft glow of the lamp casting a warm light over the space. The silence was deafening as I stared at the divorce papers in my hands. It had been a whirlwind of emotions since the day my wife admitted to her affair with her coworker. The pain and betrayal were still raw, but I knew deep down that it was time to face the reality of the situation and move forward. As I sat there, my mind raced with memories of the life we had built together. The laughter, the love, the shared dreams of a future together. All of it seemed like a distant memory now. How could she have thrown it all away so easily for a fling with a coworker? The questions swirled in my mind, but the answers remained elusive. I remembered the day she left, the shock and confusion that washed over me as I tried to make sense of it all. Her words still echoed in my mind, blaming me for her actions, refusing to end the affair even when given the chance to reconcile. It was like a knife to the heart, the realization that the woman I loved had become someone unrecognizable. And then came the trickle truths, each one more painful than the last. The affair had been physical for months, the intimacy shared in the most mundane of places. My car, the one I had lent to her for transportation, tainted with their secret rendezvous. The words they exchanged, the declarations of love that should have been reserved for me. It was a betrayal that cut deeper than I could have ever imagined. I thought back to the conversation we had, her admission that she couldn't even count the number of times they had been physical. The contempt I felt for her in that moment was overwhelming. How could she have done this to our family, to our children? The anger bubbled up inside me, mixing with the pain and betrayal to create a toxic brew of emotions. But amidst the turmoil, there was a sense of clarity that emerged. I realized that the woman I once loved was no longer there. She had been replaced by a stranger, someone who was capable of such callousness and deceit. The image of her that I held in my mind, the one I had clung to in the hopes of salvaging our relationship, was shattered beyond repair. As I looked at the divorce papers in my hands, I knew that it was time to let go of the past and embrace the uncertain future that lay ahead. I had a support system in place, friends and family who stood by me through it all. I was taking steps to protect myself and my children, to ensure that we would be okay in the aftermath of this devastation. And as I gathered my strength to take those papers to the courthouse, a sense of determination washed over me. I was ready to face whatever came next, to rebuild my life from the ashes of what once was. The pain would linger, the scars would run deep, but I knew that I had the resilience to weather the storm. With a deep breath, I stood up from my seat and made my way to the front door. The night air was cool against my skin as I stepped outside, the weight of the papers in my hand a tangible reminder of the path I was about to take. And as I took that first step forward, I felt a glimmer of hope amidst the darkness that surrounded me. The road ahead would be long and difficult, but I knew that I had the strength to navigate it. And as I walked away from the shattered remains of my past, I held on to that hope with all the determination I could muster. For in the end, it was hope that would light the way to a new beginning, a chance to rebuild and redefine what it meant to truly live again.